Hey guys, and welcome back after a quite a long hiatus. So, I know it's been a couple of years since Bowie died. There was no way I was going to be able to do any sort of video involving him when he actually died, just because I was way too fucked up about it to talk about it on camera. It's good that I waited a while because I don't think you guys want to watch me cry, and if you do, I don't know, fuck you, I guess. Yeah, tonight I am going to a David Bowie tribute dance night, and so for the occasion I thought that I would recreate one of his most infamous looks. This is his Ziggy Stardust look, but with a few modifications, of course, because I always fuck with shit, you know? I figure Bowie needs no introduction. Y'all know who he is, and if you don't know, then you live under a literal fucking rock. I mean, his catalog is a little bit for everybody. He kind of, you know, delved into every genre you can pretty much think of, except for, like, I don't know, metal. Wouldn't have that been interesting, though? Just think about that for a moment. Anyway, if you would like to learn how to look like our Starman, then stay tuned.
I'm down, Benjamin!
Alright, so I thought maybe we could try something a bit different for this video. I want to try out voiceovers, so let me know if you're into it or not in the comments below. I figure this way I'll be able to explain in depth what I'm doing and hopefully make the makeup portion of these tutorials a bit more entertaining for you. First, I'm putting a couple of primers on my face, being sure to spread them in every direction and pressing them into my pores, in hopes that they'll fill the lovely potholes I have on my face. I also put a separate primer that I normally just use for my eye area all over my face, since I'm going to be drawing all over that motherfucker. Then you're going to use a damp beauty blender to apply Ben Nye Clown White grease paint to your face. I use the base of the blender for the broad surfaces of my face and the pointed end to get the corners of my eyes, nose, and any blemishes that didn't get covered with the first coat. It's going to look splotchy and patchy at first, but you basically just have to keep going over and over and over it until it blends itself out. So don't be scared if it looks like shit at first. Then you're going to powder the shit out of your face, because otherwise it'll look terrible. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't suggest ingesting the powder. The Ben Nye grease paint really does not look good unless you set the shit out of it, so do not try it without it, you will be sorry. I'm not sure why I decided to not point at which color I was going to use, but anyway, you're going to take a fluffy crease brush to make the outline of where we want the color to be with Thrash and the electric palette. I'm using a couple of mirrors, a reference picture, and the handle of my makeup brush to ensure my lines are as symmetric and accurate as I possibly can get them.
You shouldn't mess with me. I'll ruin everything you are. You know, I'll give you television. I'll give you eyes of blue. I'll give you a man who wants to rule the world. And when I get excited, my little China girl says.
And then my fucking camera died. But I had planned on doing this video for a very long time, and I had a club to get to, so while my camera charged, my boyfriend MacGyvered my phone and tripod together to make a stand-in for me. He's the fucking best, and I love him, and I keep him around for a goddamn reason. I promise this is only temporary. The high quality video will be back in a couple of minutes, I assure you. Don't worry too much about your outline being super clean at this point. We'll be working with this a lot before it's done. Then you're going to layer Synth from the Kat Von D Me Vida Loca palette next to that. With every color, I find it easiest to lightly outline in the color first, then fully saturate it once I have my placement down. You want to lightly blend each color into the next, but we'll be completely blending everything together once all of our color is down, so much patience is needed for this look. You'll repeat the same process with first Chaos and then Urban from the Electric palette as well, which are the darker blue and purple shades. While you watch me do all that shit, I thought I'd tell you a quick story about David Bowie. So, my dad loves music from the 50s to the 2000s, and he raised me primarily on 80s music. When I was 8, I asked him to make me a CD of what he thought were the best songs of the 80s. One of these songs was China Girl by David Bowie. I was very aware of his music, but I had never heard his voice sound so deep before. I remember being like, who the fuck is this? I fucking hated it. My dad thought it was hilarious that I was so off-put by his voice, though. I made him change the song, and he was just cracking up, like he couldn't believe it. Funny thing is, now, I generally favor deep voices over any other, and I fucking love when Bowie drops it down low. But 8-year-old me was not here for it.
Oh, you pretty things. Don't you know you're dropping your droppers insane?
You want to take the color all the way around your jawline, but not onto your neck. Bowie would paint his face white for this look, but not the rest of his body. Putting the color around your jawline also helps define your facial structure and gives your makeup more of a look of separation from your neck. That's kind of the idea of this makeup, I think, to look like a beautifully colorful mask.
At the start of the coming race, the author's a bitch, we finished our news. Homo sapiens have outgrown their use. All the strangers came today, and it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, you pretty things, don't you know you're dropping your promise and dropping insane? Oh, you pretty things, don't you know you're dropping your promise and dropping insane? Let me make it plain, gotta make way for the homo superior.
Hell yeah, my camera's finally back. Now you can actually see all the fucking colors on my face. My phone definitely doesn't do this look justice. But anyway, notice how I'm leaving my eyelids blank? I thought leaving a bit of negative space on the eye would brighten up the look a little bit. This is optional. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do with it. I did, however, bring the purple onto my upper lash line, eyeliner style, to make the transition less harsh. Next, you're going to use all of the colors you just used to transition each shade into the next as seamlessly as you possibly can. This is why it's important to use colors that are the same tone and, you know, kind of in the same family. It's a lot easier to blend them together. If I was trying to blend like purple and yellow together, that would be a fucking pain in the ass. But blending purple into blue, now that's quite a bit more manageable, you know what I mean? Another quick Bowie story. The first time I ever really danced in public was at a Bowie dance night. An alternative club in LA called Part-Time Punks has a Bowie dance night every year in January in honor of his birthday, and has for years and years. I went for the first time in 2012, I believe. I used to be one of those people that secretly really wanted to dance, but I just never had the fucking guts to do it. And I was so fucking scared. But I was drunk and with good friends, and I was listening to music that I knew and loved, so I finally had the confidence to do it, and it felt so fucking good. I couldn't get enough of it after that. Dancing has really become an escape for me and is super cathartic. And in part, I have David Bowie to thank for helping me discover my love of dancing.
Doing alright, but we gotta get smart. Wish upon day, I believe, oh Lord, I'll believe all the way. Run for the shadows, run for the shadows, run for the shadows in these golden years. There's my baby, lost her soul. Once I'm begging you, save her.
Next, you're going to take Bump from the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette and put that on your lids, softening the edges of the colors that are above them.
Don't let me hear you say life's taking you nowhere. Angel, come with the baby. Run for the shadows, run for the shadows, run for the shadows in these golden years.
Then you're going to use the Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner pencils in Accuse and Delirious to line your waterline and upper lash line. I chose to use one color for each eye as a nod to the fact that Bowie had anisocoria, so his eyes appeared to be different colors. Although you can't really tell that my eyeliners are different colors, but you know, oh well, you and I know that it's there. I've drawn freehand stars on my face before, but I really wanted this star to look as proportioned as I could get it, so I decided to print out a star, cut it out, and just use it as a stencil. You're going to use NYX Shimmer Dust in blue to outline the star. Outline it lightly first, then go back in and pack the shimmer on, baby! Next is your lips. I chose to use Transylvania by Pretty Zombie Cosmetics, just to kind of bring more purple into the look because I felt like this was looking very green and blue at this point.
Don't fake it, baby. Lay the real thing on me. The church of mad love is such a holy place to be.
After that, I topped it off with Crystal Ball by Pretty Zombie Cosmetics to give my lips a metallic sheen.
Make me jump into the air. Keep your electric on me, babe. Put your ring onto my head.
Then I thought the outline of the star could use a bit more POW! So I used a small flat brush to gently push some of the blindsided from Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette onto the inner edges of the star. And again, I don't know why I didn't show you, but I used Duo eyelash glue to adhere my lashes.
I feel like I look like a wrestler. Mucha lucha!
I'm gonna bring the pain
Yeah.
from the stars.
Bring the pain, brother! Bring the pain from the stars.
Then you're gonna brush away any fallout with a fan brush before you spray the ever-loving shit out of your face with E.L.F setting spray all over the place. Because I was in a rush to get out the door, I didn't film it, but I used the same duo glue to adhere the giant rhinestone onto my forehead.
Obviously, I took a few creative liberties with his makeup, and I feel like that's okay, right? I think Bowie would have been fine with people taking creative freedoms with their makeup. So I obviously did it all in my color scheme instead of doing a circle or a like sun or whatever that was supposed to fucking be on his forehead. I did a star. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you can think of any makeup looks by different musicians that you would like me to recreate, just let me know. I can already tell you that there is a Marilyn Manson one in the works. I won't tell you what music video I'll be copying, but... And there's a certain someone who's been waiting a very, very long time for that video, and I really appreciate your patience. I love you. I need to fucking go, because I need to dance. I think that's really what David Bowie would want. Off to the dance floor! Freak out in the moon age daydream, oh yeah. Ooh, freak out. Far out.